You're growing into the magic world. Why don't you do AGT?
I'm ready for it. I don't know what I want to do for it yet, like what I
Mm-hmm.
want to show America. I got an invite from them. I have the email still. It was
Mm-hmm.
2019,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was. They were interested in having me come, and then COVID hit, and they said, "Do you want to? We're doing virtual auditions, and I can do virtual magic, but I don't feel that my virtual magic or my virtual magic show is the magic that I want America to see for me for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I'd much rather do my in-person stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely wanted to hold off on that. Right now, everything's good. I'm not in a rush to go on that. I kind of, it'd be fun. It would definitely do a lot of exposure, but it's no rush to that. I can go anytime. This year, there's a couple magicians. They did very well. They love magic, so I don't feel like it would be too difficult. I mean, obviously, getting approved and getting on there is very hard. I don't know the process, but I'm sure all those people that have probably took a few tries of that. But at the end of the day, I'm not chasing it. It's not necessarily needed. It would be very fun. I'll play it as it goes. Maybe do more. Yeah, that might be one of my goals now. Is more TV appearances, whether it's AGT or anything else. That'd be or like something fun, like you know, this podcast, this TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you get the nickname, Ravegician or Ravegician? I don't know. How did you get that?
So, raves, the concerts, electronic music. That's where I started with celebrities. So I began by going to a lot of raves, actual raves. I like electronic music. I was going to a lot of shows, and then I wanted to kind of figure out how could I do magic for these artists, for these DJs. And so my start in the celebrity realm was, all these DJs. And then every week I was doing like another big name. I did Martin Garrix, one of the best DJs in the world. I've done like Excision and Subtronics and Sudden Death, who are considered like the top dubstep DJs. Some of them. I've done a lot of other smaller house artists, all kinds of different people. Loud Luxury is really big now. Chami, all these people. And I was like, okay, like I've done like 30, 40 famous celebrities in like the last few months. But I've done like one rapper, 2 NFL players, 2 actors. Like everything else is 1 to 2 to 3. I want to keep doing DJs. Like I love these shows. I want to do more. But I kind of got known as that guy that does magic at raves. So I coined the term Ravegician because I thought, that's a clever term, right? Like this guy is the Ravegician. And so like with the anime stuff, with the Pokemon, the event that I met, Vanilla Ice, right? Those things, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic cards. Disney just came out with one. They're trading card games. An abbreviation for trading cards is TCG. So I go, okay, when I'm there, I'm the TCGician. If I'm at a rave, I'm the Ravegician. If I'm just me, I'm Josh Pele. Like I'm all these sub-brands into one. I just kind of fitting the niche because it's how they know, especially in like the Pokemon world. Like those people, they know each other by their names. So for example, like on Instagram, right, you can call yourself like Speedy does this or something, right?
How about Ballbuster? Could I call myself Ballbuster?
Yeah, like if you're thinking, like let's say your Instagram was Ballbuster, right? Like everyone knows you as Arrow. Not everyone you really know is gonna go and call you Ballbuster. Yeah, some of your friends and stuff, but like in like that Pokemon world, whatever your Instagram is, that's like your name. No one actually knows. Like if you're Arrow and your thing is like Pokey Sport Dude, like everywhere you go, every time people say, they're like, "Yo, Pokey Sport Dude," like that's just it. Like that was like an interesting thing for me to see that they always call you by your Instagram name.
I like Pokeballs. I like that.
Someone stole that, but yeah, there's all kinds of shit. I was like, okay, like I need a name like that because no one's gonna know Josh Pele Magic. No one's gonna know Josh in that world. So I was like, I need something related to Pokemon, but I didn't want to just do Pokemon because I don't have a sponsorship or a brand deal with Pokemon. DGs, like smaller ones, they're trying to compete with those names.
Right.
Might want to sponsor me and pay me, so I wanted to keep it generic to be open to brand deals. So I just left that as TCG. I was like TCGician, trading card game magician, TCG. Ravegician. And then like when the press started coming out, now you have people writing about artists and music festivals, and I'm there. They're like, the Ravegician was there, right? It's a good term. I feel like it's something people like to read, and you see it and you're like, what is that, right? You see Josh Pele Magic, like Josh Peel, Josh what, like you don't know how to pronounce it, you don't know what that means. It doesn't mean anything to you. But Ravegician, like that's interesting. Even if you don't know what it is, you're like, that's interesting. People are gonna ask, people are gonna think. And for me, I know I've always been a person where I don't care what anyone thinks of me. The good thing is that they're thinking of me, right? Like for me, if you want to do something, there's no such thing as bad attention, right? So whatever you're doing, any way to get noticed, right? Whether that's a name, whether that's a meme, whether it's a parody, something you do as a joke, something you do as a hustle, something you succeed in. Like if people are noticing you, you're doing something right. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely.